what could be mathematical about a tree?
Well, mathematics always starts with a question. And a simple question you might ask looking at a tree is, why do the branches get smaller as you go towards the top of the tree?
That sort of seems like a dumb question, right?
Excuse me?
No. I just mean, well, if they were big, the tree would fall over.
Right, but maybe we could try to dig a little deeper and try to understand how did they get smaller? How much smaller do they have to get? And what are some of the other reasons behind them getting smaller?
Okay. So let's imagine we've got a hypothetical tree like the one here. It's got a single trunk, and then it's got some branches that come off of that. And then, of course, those are going to diverge into smaller branches, and then there are tiny little branches up at the end, and there's just so many of them.
Right. Now for the why. Why do they branch in this way?
Can we stop talking about the tree and climb it instead?
Think about it. What happens in those branches? We know that there's photosynthesis taking place in the leaves and that that's going to create nutrients for the plant. But there's other nutrients that it needs that it gets from the ground, right?
Right. So there's some nutrients down here, and there's some nutrients being created up here. But they've got to be transported. The plant needs minerals from the ground to get up to the leaves to help them grow, and it needs the sugar created by photosynthesis that is up here in the leaves to get to the rest of the tree to help it grow. So you can think in some sense of the trunk and branches as, pipes?
Definitely. And thinking about them like pipes, the amount of stuff flowing through a cross-section of the trunk has to match the amount of stuff flowing through a cross-section even higher in the branches. And if the total amount of material flowing through here is equal to the total amount of materials flowing through here, and is equal to the total amount of material flowing through here, but yet there are more branches here and even more branches up here, then the branches have to be smaller.
Because otherwise, there's not enough capacity in the trunk to handle all the materials coming from the branches.
You can even use this principle as a basic gauge to get a model of how thick the branches should be at each stage going up in the tree that matches pretty well. It's not exact. There are other things going on.
So the amount of narrowing of each branch has something to do with how many branches there are at each height. Whew! Lots of new things I am noticing now as I look around at the different trees here. And new questions.
Okay, now we can climb it.
Yes.